This is the 2004 Larson 330 Cabrio. And let's get you a closer look. Also, gives you a good look at this covered lift that the owner has for the boat. And as you can see by the condition of this boat, it has really paid dividends. Just walk you up the port side so you get a feel for the gel coat. And the first thing that strikes you as you come aboard this boat is just this extremely large swim platform. As you can see, just a ton of room for people to get on and off the boat at the local island. And also, of course, you have a deep reach ladder there. And just to the port in the aft, if you look there, you have a nice shower with hot and cold water. Move over to the starboard of the entrance. Open up, and you have just great space, great storage for fenders. Here we have a boat hook in here, and also could store some lines in there. And that brings us to the entrance. And the one thing you're going to notice right off the bat on this Larson 330 Cabrio is just the tremendous amount of space and seating and storage. So let's start our tour. So let's start in the cockpit. As you can see, we have it set up right now for a U-shaped seating. This is all seating all the way around, and then including right by your wet bar as you walk in on the port, additional seating. I don't think there's a cruiser this size built with more seating on the top side than this 330 Cabrio. Now also, just so you know, we have it set up for seating right now, but of course a table sets up there. But the beautiful thing about all this seating is it all comes out if you'd like a nice, spacious, roomy cockpit. I wanted to give you a shot with just some of the seating removed and also point out the storage underneath this aft seating. If you lift up on this cushion, and as you can see, just great storage, but not only great storage, but great removable storage. You can leave that on the dock if you choose. And that'll move us up to our wet bar. Our wet bar has running water, and that is filtered water. He has a filter in this boat, and that includes the ice maker, and it makes plenty of ice fast. And you come up here, and you have a little storage with a drain. And then moving forward, port side of the captain, you have another couple additional seats and plenty of storage under that seating, or it could just be used as a lounge. And that will bring us up to our helm area. And that, of course, is equipped with a bolster that can be either put down or flipped up, whichever the captain likes. And let's start with all our gauges. At the top, you have all your gauges telling you the health of your boat, plus you have a depth finder right there. And that brings us down to our Garmin Color GPS and Fish Finder depth sounder. Great unit. And that moves us down for all our switches to run your boat. Below that, your VHF. Move over to your remote for the stereo. Also your windlass. And finally, over to your starboard, the trim tabs. And directly to port of helm, you have your walk-through windshield, and that leads you right up to your bow where you will have your sun pad. Right now it's currently not on the boat, but it does come with a sun pad. And that leads us to our cabin. And one thing these Larson Cabrios are known for is just a tremendous amount of space, and this one will definitely feature that. Very large dinettes. Just a lot of seating room all the way around the dinette. and of course storage underneath. Once again, this table reduces down and has a insert and becomes a giant double berth. And across from the dinette you have your galley. The galley is equipped with a microwave oven, coffee maker, large sink, 2-burner stove, and a large refrigerator. And that leads us to our master stateroom. The master stateroom features just a giant berth, a television, also DVD and your stereo controls. And then if you move directly to port, you open up and you have storage. Right now it's got it set up for shelf storage, but of course it can be hanging storage as well. And that will lead us to our very large mid cabin. Not only is there just a tremendous amount of seating back here in this mid cabin, but underneath all this seating you see is storage. And of course all this converts into a very large double berth, and this is all curtained off for your guests' privacy. And that brings us to our head. As you can see, it's a very roomy head, has a shower right there that curtains off, and just plenty of storage above and below the sink. Up and on gas assisted hinges, you have your twin Volvo 5.7 285 horsepower motors. And as you can see, just look around this engine room. This is a very clean and organized engine room. Our freshwater cooled motors. They have 450 hours on them. And also here, if you look right here, you have a freshwater flush, allows you to hook a hose up. You're going to have your Kohler 5.0 generator. And this generator has 339 hours, I believe that says.